Word Chapter 3, 3A, page 238 to 239. Let's go ahead and start Word, and then we're going to immediately open a document. So I have mine stored on my computer under my hack folder. So I'll search that folder. It's under the student data files, and it's called 3A Quantitative Technology. Let's go ahead and I'm going to immediately save it. So I'm going to File, Save As, and I'm going to go back to my browse. If I go back to Documents, I'm going to save mine under my homework folder. You can save it wherever you like. It's right here for you. I'm going to create a new folder, Word Chapter 3, and we're going to call this last name. Call this last name. A quantitative technology, and we're going to hit save. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit Control A to select the entire document, and we're going to change the spacing to double. So let's go. There's a couple of ways you can do it. You can go up to the Paragraph tab and hit 2. That's one way of doing it. Okay. Let's go up to the top of our document. So again, I'm sorry, let's go to here, double spacing. Okay, and let's go to put our cursor right at the beginning of the word many, and go ahead and hit enter, and tab up and type in Gerard Foster, Dr. Hillary Kim, biomedical research, 617, February 15, 2016, quantified self movement gains momentum, and let's go ahead and center that guy, and let's save. Okay. Over on page 240, it talks about inserting a header. I showed you a different way in the last lesson, but let me show you a simpler way. You put your cursor up in the header section, and you right-click on your mouse. You get the option to open the header, and you'll notice that we now have the header as well as the footer open. Let's go and type in Foster space, and we want to put the page number in here. This is one instance where you can't type it. You have to actually use the functionality available in Word. So we're on the Header and Footer Tools Design tab. Let's go to Page Number, and let's go to Current Position, and just select Plain Number. Okay, and then let's go to, we want to right align it, so go to the Home tab and select Right Align, and then close your Header and Footers tool. And that's how you add a header. Okay. All right. Let's go down here to the text. The first paragraph begins "Many of us." Let's hold a Shift button down and select all the way to the bottom of the document. And with everything selected, let's go to the Paragraph tab dialog box. So we're in the Home tab, the Paragraph dialog box. I'll do it again. Home tab, Paragraph dialog box. And let's go to the Special Indentation Special. Change this to first line, and hit OK. This applies a first line indent for the entire document. Okay. All right. And the next thing we would do is we want to insert the file name to the footer, which we have done numerous times in this previous lessons. But let's go down to the footer area here. We're going to right-click on our mouse and select Edit Footer. From here, we're going to go to Quick Parts, Field, and File Name. This is all being done from the Header and Footer Tools Design tab. And hit OK. And again, if you forget that process and you open the footer, you can always type in the name of the document as well. All right, page 241, inserting footnotes into a research paper. If you find page 2 and find the paragraph that begins accurate records, which should be about one of the last paragraphs. Yep. And put in the third line, put your cursor to the right of the period after infancy, which is right there. Okay. And go up to the References tab and select Insert Footnote. Okay. Let's go ahead and type in the footnote. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services indicates that the widespread use of health information technology will improve the quality of health care and prevent medical errors. Okay. All right, as you notice, if you look at closely, this is titled number 1. And the reason I point that out is in the next part of the lesson, we'll be going up to the first page and finding the paragraph that begins many of us and putting a cursor right at the end. Okay, and we'll be inserting another footnote. And you'll notice that it automatically makes it number 1. And after you're done here, if you look at the bottom one, the first footnote, it actually renumbers it 2. Essentially what it's saying is that Word renumbers it for you. So let me go ahead and type this in. Organizations such as airlines and the military could benefit because many employees are involved in time-sensitive you can see that the spell check actually does exist even in your footers and your headers. Operations where errors can have catastrophic consequences. All right. Okay. Page 243, modifying a footnote style. Let's go up and find. Let's go to our footnote here, and we're going to right-click on the footnote here and select the word style. Okay, and from here we can go to modify. All right. One thing we can do is from here we can change the font size to 11. Okay, and there's a number of ways to do this. Okay, let's change the font size to 11. Let's go and select the format and select paragraph, and let's apply a first line indent. Okay, and change the line spacing to double. Okay, and let's go ahead and hit OK, and OK. Now you can hit apply, and you can see how it adjusts the style of the footnote. Okay. Page 244, creating citations and bibliography in a research paper. Let's go ahead on page 2, and let's begin with the paragraph that reads accurate letters, which we were working in earlier, accurate records. And let's go down to the end of the paragraph, which after the comma to the right of the word delivered. Let's go up to we're in our references tab. If your style doesn't say MLA, just drop this down and change this to MLA. Okay, and we're going to go to Insert Citation and hit Add New Source. All right. From here, we can change we can select the type of source we want. Let's go ahead and change this to book. Okay. And I like, the book doesn't really mention this, but I like the function here. If you click on the author, because I can never remember exactly where the commas go. So let's go ahead and enter in our information here. Sopel, Eric, J, and add, and okay. And what that does for you, actually places the commas and puts everything exactly where it needs to be. I was never very good at that stuff. I always found myself looking at my little book, the little red book they used to give us in college. We'll go to fill the information. Here we have the city is New York. And then we're going to hit OK. And we have our citation. Okay. Okay, next part of the lesson talks about editing a citation. So let's go ahead and click on the citation itself and click on the arrow and hit Edit Citation. We're going to go ahead and give it a page number of 5 and go ahead and hit OK. And you can see that we have our citation. Okay, let's go ahead and add another citation. If we go down to the end of the document, hit Control End to bring us down to the end. And we put our cursor to the right of the word disease, and we go back to Insert Citation. You'll notice that the first citation that we created is still there. We could use that if we wanted to, but for our lesson, we're going to add a new source, and it's a book again. Again, I'll use this function of edit name, and I'm going to go ahead and type in Glazer John P. period, and add, and salts Claudia, and then add. All right, and the title, of course, will be The Strategic Application Technology in Healthcare Organizations. Year would be 2011. City would be San Francisco. Publisher would be Josie BASS. And this is print. Okay. And again, we'll go ahead and we're going to hit Edit Citation, and we're going to add the page number of 28. All right. All right. Next part of the lesson, we'll be adding a website. So if we go to page 2 and the paragraph that begins "Doctors have long," let's go ahead and find that page. It's page 2. Okay, and let's go down to the third line to the left of the right of the word states. Okay, to the left of the period, and let's go up to Insert Citation, and let's go to, this time we're going to make it a website. So let's go down and select website. Okay. This time we have a number of authors. So again, I'm going to use this function here. I'll type in Ogden, and I'm going to type in Cynthia L, and then we're going to give it another one. We'll give it Carol, Margaret, D, and then we're going to give it Kit, Brian, K, kindly, legal, Catherine, and M. And hit OK. All right, name of the web page would be NCSHS data brief number 82. The year would be 2012. Month would be January. The day would be 15. It was accessed. The year would be 2016. The month again is January 17, and the web. And we'll go ahead and hit OK. And then we'll save what we have. Okay. Go ahead and hit, we're over page 248. Go ahead and hit Control End to bring in the document. And let's go ahead and let's insert, hit Control Enter to open up, go ahead and give us a new page. We want to go for this part, we want to turn off the first line indent. So let's go to the Home tab in the paragraph group, and we're going to turn this off, the first line indent, Home and paragraph. Okay. Let's go ahead and type works cited. Okay. And hit enter. All right. And let's go back up to our references tab and go to bibliography and go ahead and say insert bibliography. And you can see we have our bibliography has been inserted. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and select our 3 lines here. And we're going to go to the page layout, and we're going to change the after to 0. And then we're going to change the spacing to 2. Double spacing. Okay. And of course, we want to go ahead and we want to center our heading. Okay. Now, let's say we've done our paper and realize, we made a mistake. We realize this is supposed to be sopal and not topal and not sopal. So let's go back to references, and let's go to manage sources. Let's go ahead and click on this one, on this reference, and hit edit. And then we're going to go up to here and change his name to topal. Okay, we're going to hit OK. It's going to ask, yes, I do want to make them on the current and the master list. And then we're going to hit close. But if you notice, if you look down here, it's not actually changed. So what we're going to do is click on your heading down here, right click, and hit update field to change this. Now, of course, at this point we have to then change the spacing. So we want to go back to page layout and change it to double spacing. Okay. All right. So again, it updated the name, but it also took away the formatting. So I had to adjust that as well. All right. All right. Next part of the lesson looks about using the navigation panes to specify a page. So let's go ahead and save what we have, and let's go to the View tab, and let's go to the navigation pane. All right. All right. On the left of the navigation pane, let's go ahead and click on here, and it gives us a list of what to search for. We go to footnotes. It shows us the 2 footnotes and allows us to search within the footnotes. Okay. Now let's go back to here and change this. Now let's go ahead and hit go to. And give us a specific page 4. So this is just another way, simply another way of going to the page. It's a navigation options. Okay, and that's how you would use the navigation function. All right, when you're done with that, go ahead and close that, and then close the navigation pane. All right, page 250, managing document properties. Let's go to the File tab, and on the right-hand side over here, select Show All Properties, and we can make changes from here as well. So for the title, let's go ahead and change the title to quantified self movement gains momentum. Okay. Let's change the tags to quantified self physiologic monitoring research paper. All right. Under comments, let's type in draft copy of a research paper that will be distributed to class members. Under categories, let's go ahead and take a biomedical research. Okay, course name, of course, it has this. Company, we'll type in course name would be I'm sorry, for subject would be CIS 105. And for company, let's go ahead and type in University Medical Center. All right, now if we go to the properties and we go to advanced properties and we go to summary and we go to statistics, it shows us what we just filled in, the information we just filled in. Okay, this is information on pages, lines, words, okay, all that. All right, let's save. All right, next part of the lesson talks about using the read mode. So if we go to our view, we change the mode to read mode, which by the way goes to page 252. This is basically just showing you how the read mode works. If you go up to tools, you can see there are a number of, there's things we can go to find. So let's go to find. Let's type in total. Okay, you can see all the instances where 3 results are there. Let's go to, you can see all the different instances of which tuple exists. We can actually search around. Okay. Now let's go to view. And you can see the different options we have under view, which is laid out on page 252. If you go to edit document, it essentially brings you back to the original document we were working on. Okay. Let's go ahead and close the navigation pane. Let's save this and let's close because we won't need this for the next part of our lesson. Okay, let's go to the File tab and let's go to Open, and we're going to go back to our computer. Let's go to Browse. Let's go to our student data files for this lesson. And we're going to go ahead and grab this PDF file, and we're going to open it. It's going to give us, we'll now convert to an editable document, and we're going to hit OK. That's fine. We want it to do that. We want this to become an editable document. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and change, as the book says. Well, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and save it first. So let's go to File, Save As, Computer, Browse, and we're going to save this. I'm going to save this to my homework folder. I'm going to save this as and we're going to save it. All right. This point we can make any changes we want to. We're going to change it to 3, and then we'll save it. And at this point we can then save this as a PDF file. And what this is really showing is you can use Word to make changes to PDF files, which is something that was kind of new, without actually using an application such as like Adobe Reader, Adobe Acrobat. Okay, we've now made changes to our file. And that is the end of our lesson.